Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Duncannuva, and today is the 25th of February, a Friday, and thank for goodness it's Friday. Unless you are in Ukraine and Russia. For those of you who do not know, as of last night, Russia has now invaded the Ukraine. As a result, Duncannuva, I am on neither side. I do hope that a lot of Ukrainians are able to get out, as unfortunately for a lot of people, Russia is... Well, let's be honest, Russia doesn't know when to stop, so they probably won't stop until all of Ukraine has submitted under Russian rule. So as a result, for the next little while, I'm not going to be playing Russian vehicles in the Russian tech tree or in the Chinese tech tree. And that is just because, well, they're Russian, for one thing, and for second things, really, we don't need to cause a lot of controversy. So, that is, unfortunately, that. I just hope that a lot of countries that are not involved in the Ukrainian, well, in the Russian invasion of Ukraine, stays out of it. Because, frankly, I've got to be honest, yeah, we don't need to be in it, do we? Shit. Alright, so, with that mess out of the way, let's take out the swordfish, I guess, and, yeah. So, the de Havilland, well, I don't think it's called the de Havilland. What is it? What is its full name, like? Because I know we're told it's... We've always called it the swordfish, I just don't know what it is. I'm trying to figure out what it's fully called. Just going to share on... Discord server, mate? Discord servers. Yeah, so today's been... I think it's like the fairy swordfish or something. Which country built it? Yeah, it's quite maneuverable, good bomb rank. That Blaze on Gaming, you hear? At the door there. That's Orky. Put on myself. Yeah, so... Frick me. Yeah, water. I will be honest here. Yeah, the Fairy Swordfish, the Fury Swordfish. That's what I was thinking of. So yeah, the Swordfish, probably one of the most iconic aircraft because it helped sink the Bismarck. Yeah, this outdated biplane. Oh boy, helped sink one of the most dangerous battleships of the Second World War. Well, in the Atlantic, that is. That's the most dangerous. Hey, busy bus driver, how you doing? Hope you're having a good time of day, whatever time of day it is for you. Evening, morning. Hopefully you're not in Ukraine either. Yeah, we're in Sicily. Interesting. As low as we can. Speak AWP. Ah! Well, I've just finished being sick, so I'm doing okay-ish. I had a package arrive today which had a transforming bot in it, a crane transformer. But I'm getting too overstressed because of the recent news. I believe you are somewhere in Europe. Okay, I do forget. Yeah. My heart goes to the poor Ukrainians. Like, they don't deserve this invasion. As a result, I am just going to try to avoid it as much as possible because, you know, I've already had one. Well, I'm going to be sick. I'm going to be sick. Yep. Let's see. Somewhere else. Sorry. I'm trying to geologically put all my friends, so I've got more friends in the US and in Europe than I do elsewhere. Well, I do hope for you to have a speedy recovery. I actually wished a former friend of mine a slow recovery just because of the type of surgery she was going through. And the reason is with that specific surgery, you kind of don't want to have, when the hell they add bomb sights to the swordfish? That's Miss Amber Rose and Miss DeBlaze. If I go quiet, it's probably I've muted my mic. Flying in my swordfish against the Yankee Doodle Daddle idle hoodles. So what is annoying about this is it's the Germans, the Russians, the British, the Japanese, and the Swedish versus the Americans, Chinese, Italians, and French. And the Italians, French, and Chinese all have some pretty good aircraft. I mean, it's not to say America doesn't have some good aircraft down at the 1.3 to 2.0 range. It's just that they don't have the heavy-hitting armament because that D7... I think the D3 was 71. I believe that has Hispanos. Last week I tested, and it's a negative. That's a positive. Yeah, what is this world doing to me? I don't know. I don't know what this world's doing to anyone. You know, some people are getting sick. Some people having to face conflicts. I mean... yeah, fucking hell. It's just... this world... in the last 3 years, we have had more strife and shit than we've had in the last decade, like towards the end of the decade. We had COVID-19 happen towards the end of 2019. Beginning of the new decade, 2020, you know, we had COVID get worse. That I-15 is coming towards me. Oh, get down. Get down. And now we've got pulling out of Afghan. Yep, that too. I however think that was probably a wise decision. To be all honest, like, you don't want to lose too many more troops, and to be frank, the US have lost quite a bit of troops and money in old Afghanistan. And that's not me being a dick, it is me basically saying it was going to start costing you more money, like, if you really... we're going to put it like that. Alright, bombs are dropped. We are now actually a damn sight more maneuverable. Nice. Oh, we're going to put your mates. I don't mind being a drone bomber. And now we've got the fucking conflict in Ukraine. Possibility of it starting up in the Pacific Theater. God, doesn't it feel just like World War II again? Although, funnily enough, speaking about that, the other day I had a P-51 fly overhead. P-51D. One of the few that still operate in New Zealand. It's privately owned. It was actually a very gorgeous beast. I happened to look up and saw a glint of silver as it flew overhead, and I was like, oh, Lord. And if I'd been quick enough to take my phone out and such, I would have taken a video and such. Yeah, Battlefield 4 RL. I know I won't be drafted. It's because I'm, fortunately, I'm diabetic and a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh, B3C, aka JU-86. I'd actually like them to add the JU-86s into this game. There's a lot of aircraft and tanks and ships I'd like to see them add into this game, not rain. There. That's both of us, yeah. Because, that and I've got a whole bunch of other slew of, diseases and mental health problems, so the NZ Army, the NZ Navy, the NZ... Yeah, so I'm safe. For now, until they desperately need me to join. And then they probably would get me to join, they just have to make sure I've got, diabetic medication on me. So, yes. Oh, well, enough about war and politics and shit, you know? You know the ape meme from frickin' Planet of the Apes? Apes together strong, diabetics together strong. We form like two men with serious health problems, but we still form two men. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, so, I have a question, if you've played Warthunder. This is to everybody who wants to. What, like, 5 aircraft? They can be random-ass aircraft to, like, have one single full functioning prototype. To, you know, an aircraft that was very common but isn't in War Thunder, or a variant of an aircraft that is in War Thunder that isn't there. Would you like to see in the game? Because I do have 5 I want to see. The first one is the Armed Dragon Rapide. It could be a light bomber filling out the 1.0 rank in the British tech tree as a premium or as a squadron vehicle. New Zealand in the beginning of the Second World War took their Dragon Rapides that they were using for civilian service and equipped machine guns to them and used them as bomber trainers, from what I was able to find. I don't do aircraft, but I do speech ground. Oh, yep. Well, again, it could relate to tanks as well. I know Sweden had quite a few. No. No! No! Oh! Fantastic. Anyway, so yeah, the Huffland Dragon Rapide armed could be a really good premium light tank bomber or light air bomber. The Supermarine Spiteful, essentially, it was the end-all Supermarine Spitfire that Supermarine were working on. The ME-209, both the V1, Model 1 and Model 2, they could be really good premiums for about rank 3 in the German tech tree. Well, rank 2 and 3. I've got to get this correct. The Bell Aerocobra developed a specific bomber hunter that had the ability to have a 37mm cannon or automatic 30mm cannons. I can't remember its name, but it was a pusher aircraft. That would be a good rank 2 American premium. Ugh, my throat. And finally, the Australian Kangaroo. That would be an interesting British rank 4 aircraft, because they could sit quite comfortably at rank 4. It could, don't do the easy. It would be a counter to the to the P-51D Mustang. The P-51 Mustang. Hello there, I'm streaming, Mr. Blazehorn. How you doing? Look weird that aircrafts with weird car types. Yeah, I think it is. I can't remember. I cannot remember for the love of me. I'll do some research.
Is anyone else on?
I do not know, no. But hey, one of my first packages arrived.
Oh, nice.
I'll show you what. Yep. Just be careful. Oh, hey, we want a battle power package. not a pass.
I'm not gonna lie, love the style.
Well, same. It's very nice. Oh, I got a premium for the MGB 75.
Though, with my dirty mind, I should not be looking at the hands at how they are.
Yeah. I'm just gonna move my mic real quick. I believe it was, but yes, no. So the MB-75, MGB-75 is this aircraft here. And here it is. It's this armored boat, patrol boat, which is okay. It's got a 40mm 2-pounder automatic cannon in the front here. So this bad boy, and two Orlikin Mark V automatics in the back. Where's this? Oh, and there's the Lewis machine guns.
Yo, Duncannuva.
Yo.
The food is not cooked.
Alright, leave it on them. For a few longer. I'll cook it in a bit. I'll check it in a bit or something. Yep. Sorry about that. I'm multitasking. I used the famil. Lord. The Canadians get something. I'm researching the IJ and Shimakaze. I've got that research, the Shimakaze. I've got to just get the 300,000 to buy it. This bad boy here. Or bad girl. The IJ and Shimakaze was for a specific type of ship that the Japanese were developing that was a successor of the Fubuki class. And essentially it was meant to be a fast torpedo ship, and as we all know, this ship could hit 40 knots. As you can see here, maximum speed is 65 kilometers an hour. This ship would have been the fastest ship in the Imperial Japanese Navy. It was equipped with 3 127mm turrets, as well as 3 4-barreled torpedoes. I recently rolled oh, nice! Nice, yeah. I'm really happy, though, with what they did recently. Because as we all know, Warthunder, nice, I keep tripping over my own words, have recently redone the way that they've been doing, redid a lot of their, things. I think this is a model, yeah, it's a modern destroyer. Japanese. So it's resulted in probably the one aircraft I quite enjoy playing quite a bit, becoming quite a bit more easier to play. And it's this son of a bitch here. I love the fact that I can now fly the B-29 without having to worry about losing 20k silver per match. I can now just lose 16k. I mean, it's not by much, but it's, you know, a lot better. I'm gonna take out the Japanese cruisers. I do have them unlocked. Where are they? Where is it? Where is my Furataka? I got the Kako. Have I got the Furataka unlocked? Because I have a fun story about that. I do not yet, so. Yeah, we'll get the Furataka researched after we've done the Sendai, so that we can get the Alba and the Agano, and continue down so we can get some of these cruisers. But this leads me to a very fun little bit of a history lesson. That is the IJN, what the Furataka has in common with the Royal New Zealand military. More importantly, an internment camp. Same with the Akatsuki. So during the Second World War, Japan, as we all know, lost a number of cruisers, and of course with America being one of the many people who signed the Geneva Convention to that, and also having the courtesy of, you know, saving people, especially enemies, a lot of their enemies ended up in, as we all know it, internment camps, or prisoner of war camps. Well, down here in New Zealand, up near Auckland, there was a former World War II military camp called Featherston. Now, Featherston would be normally unknown. Was unknown to me until a couple of years back, and when I did some research into it. The reason I'm mentioning Featherston now is because Featherston is where the crews of the destroyed Japanese, or the sunk Japanese vessels, the Furataka, Akatsuki, and a few other, you know, fun little vessels, crew, were. So, and in about 1943, the crews of the Furataka, the crew of the Furataka got a bit angry with being kept in containment in the prisoner of war camp, and so they started a riot, and unfortunately killed one prison guard and injured quite a bit of the prisoners. And that's the excuse me. And that is how the Japanese military, especially the Imperial Japanese Navy, a heavy cruiser, a destroyer, and a remote New Zealand town have in common. Or what they have in common, I mean. Alright, let's see if we can hit this destroyer from over here.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
I believe we have 130... Yeah, we have 200mm cannons. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, but I think Japan did like putting big cannons on their heavy cruisers. Japan like doing a lot of things, I'm going to be honest. Oh, welcome to the stream. I do apologize if I sound a bit out of it. I am slowly recovering from being quite, well, having a cold. I'm looking forward to when Warthunder add in the Yamato and the
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
and the Bismarck, because everybody's gonna be like, I'm now gonna be able to take my, you know, the Imperial Japanese Navy Yamato versus the Bismarck. That's gonna be funny. Everybody's gonna be like, now let's see who will win, and then you just see these videos of the Bismarck shrugging off 15-inch, you know, just firing its 15-inch cruiser caliber guns at the Yamato, and the Yamato's just like, and like the Thanos meme, please. If I actually rotate my hull, because I unfortunately have so it seems something happened at Chernobyl. Oh shit. Oh, that's not good. What the f... Wow! That is to both what just happened and to that. That's not good. I'm probably gonna go with the Isuzu actually, because it's probably my best.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
My best cruiser. What sucks is, well, the fact that oh Jesus. The radiation, with what the radiation tells us.
Another zone captured, we have the advantage. Attack the A point!
I didn't think I was going to be able to get hit that hard. Yeah, well. Now, the sad story of the Isuzu is she did not survive the Second World War. very little of the Japanese Navy did. Yeah, for those of you who do not know. Now the Isuzu here was centered in, I believe it was in Indonesia at the time. Now, unfortunately, she would have the role of being one of the last few Japanese ships sunk. In fact, to boldly put it, she was sunk 7 days after Yamato was sunk. I'm not human either, so that's your first mistake. Yeah, not really. I mean, in all hindsight, if I am a barnacle man, you're a dragon, so therefore... That little, that voice in the background is Mr. Blazehorn Gammon, as he is currently home from work and enjoying his very late lunch. Sometimes he's more of the voice of chaos.
You won't speak about that. Unless I'm
I mean, that's a valid point. So, that's the sad story of the Isuzu, the fact that she was sunk 7 days after Yamato. I actually quite liked her as an introduction to the Japanese, like, cruiser line. Very good at teaching you the fact that a lot of the Japanese cruisers are very maneuverable. Oh, there's a light cruiser out the front there. It's because I keep firing, and now all the ammunition has to get stowed up. A lot of destroyers, I've got to be honest. Like over there. Oh, we actually hit something. That's good. Oh, there goes our forward turret. Our forward turret. Well, now he's got to fire. Oh, it's a Mitsuki. Tornado to the Japanese. Now, unfortunately, my throat is starting to hurt quite a bit more, so I don't know how long I'm going to be up for streaming. But yeah. Turret's fixed. There's Nakatsuki. I'm on fire again, aren't I? Nope, gotta kill this nice. Suki over there. And now we're gonna go for that light cruiser that's shelling me. Oh dear.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
I'm in range of some German ship. Oh no, that's my anti-aircraft gun that's going off. I think that's a technical glitch. Got it. Fletcher just sunk the other one. You and it. Oh, that is either another Azuzu. Or it's a Kuma. It's a Kuma. Now, the Kuma had a very fun life in real life and the Second World War. For those of you who do not know, the Kuma was one of the ships of the Kuma class, was the lead ship of the Kuma class light cruisers, in which she, her sister ship Okiyoichi, and Makatori, popular through the Kantai Collection video game, were a part of. Now, whatever happened to the old Kuma is, during the Second World War, she was eventually retrofitted. Her entire class was. And what they were retrofitted into was called torpedo cruisers. Now, torpedo cruisers, especially in Japan, was essentially taking an old ship and then just mounting as many torpedoes onto them as humanly possible. Like, as many torpedo tubes and torpedo whatnot on them. Come on. Come on. If we're going down, we're going to go down fighting. Yeah. Yeah, the Kuma got us, but I think I have got the Kuma stuffed. Oh, she cannot. She's not going to avoid that. We're going to go with the B5 in. As a result, with their upgrades and what they became. Yep. I got the Litchfield and the Kuma. Nice. Now let's get down low. Thankfully, the B5N is quite a... It's quite a maneuverable aircraft, and it's quite good. Yeah, we get back to the Kuma class and their upgrades. These cruisers were basically had, I think, a forward and a rear torpedo. I think they had their forward guns and their rear guns. They then eventually were between the whole stretch of deck, the whole middle section of the deck of the ship had been modified to hold as many, I believe, quad barrel torpedoes, quad torpedo tube launchers, for the sole reason of firing as many Type 93 water torpedoes at the enemy. D7A2 up there. We can stay up there. B5N. The cockpit didn't load them for a moment there. You can hear the anti-aircraft guns go nuts. There's one shooting at me. It's 3 kilometers away. We're going to switch targets to him. He's an Xbox player, so we can go this low, and I think I can slow our butts down to about 60, so we can get this. Well, the USS Detroit just blew itself up because it was like, nope. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have launched as quickly as I did. We're gonna get ourselves the hell out of there. Oh, was that a missile that slammed into me? It was. I didn't think missiles could lock onto a World War II aircraft, especially not a B-5N. Just gonna mute my mic real quick. So that happened. That wasn't festive. Oh well, we're now down to the Imperial Japanese Navy's light cruiser Kuma. But yeah, they basically modified the hull, the middle section of this ship, and put torpedo tubes, you know. And that was it. That was all they did to it. Now, unfortunately, my voice is starting to get a bit croaky. I'm not enjoying talking as much, and unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end the stream after this match. But I do hope you all had a very good time. This is Duncannuva, because we've got this as a win. Like, this is a win. Oh, the arm fell off. So that was a lot of fun. I don't really get to play my Japanese cruisers all that often, mainly just because, you know, I never want to look at naval again. And we finished the match on basically lead 200s. 200,000 silver. Boy, I wish I had a drink. Give myself one. And we finished third on the team. Nice. So there you go, that's what we did. So this is Duncannuva, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!